Good afternoon, campers. It's getting on a bit. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I've been busy today. Been busy. It is Thursday, the 16th of April, 2026. Very cloudy day again. A bit chilly. So yeah, the usual daily routine. Getting up, editing a video, taking Bruno for a walk, getting some food, eating some food, drinking a cup of tea, editing another video, uploading a daily meat. Just a vicious circle in between road trips. As I've been quite behind on the main channel, the videos on there, I've still got, I think, another 4 videos to upload. And I think I ain't gonna bother going camping this week. Normally I go sort of Thursday, Friday night if I'm just doing like a one-day camp, or if I'm doing a road trip I'll be on the road already. So I think what I'm going to do this weekend is have the weekend off. I ain't going to do no camping, let the videos catch up, and then next week we'll start afresh, maybe do another little cheeky road trip. Not sure where I'm going to go yet, but I'll have a think about it today. We'll have a think about it. We're not going to be going too far again today. We're going to be conserving the liquid gold. Just plan a next little road trip. In fact, I was very tempted to go camping today. I was very tempted. I was going to go to like, just maybe head to like the Norfolk coast, just do a cheeky little camp. Maybe just do like a bit of the daily meat on there. Again, I've got to let the videos catch up, but like I say, that liquid gold is expensive, so we need to make the journeys count at the minute, because it soon adds up when you're travelling around. Yeah, so today is just one of them days where there's not really a lot to do. Just a bit of a filler day until we start our next big adventure. Maybe a time to reflect on plans ahead, plans for the coming year. Now, at the very start of the year, in January, on January the 1st, I was going to head to Spain. I was going to drive the Meat Wagon down to Spain and do a massive road trip. In hindsight, I decided not to at the very last minutes. I thought I'll hold off until April, till the big Italia trip, big road trip into Europe to Italy and back. But then, yeah, all that happened with Iran, and the fuel prices have gone through the roof. And in between, I had loads of issues with a Meat Wagon. Somebody up there was trying to tell me, don't go just yet. There's going to be problems ahead. So we finally got the Meat Wagon all fixed up. Had a couple more issues since, but yeah, since then the prices of fuel pretty much at £2 a litre for diesel, give or take. It is a little bit lower, but it's getting there. Right, so I'm just going to pop into Aldi quickly, get some food, get some for lunch. And I'll be back in a little bit with my challenge of vlogging every day till we hit 1,000 subscribers. Sometimes I run out of ideas, but you know, daily life, this is what we do. Right, so shopping is complete. Got some bacon, gonna have a bacon sandwich later on. Got some tiger bread. Also, Bruno's got some chicken. Get some chicken in your boy. I'm just going to go to Shep Whites car park, which is an isolated little spot where you can do a bit of camping there. But good place to go for a bit of dogging and give Bruno a little stretch of his legs, get his steps in today. As we're navigating through downtown Holbeach. That one, Anal, Kentucky. Ooh, very fancy. Anal, Kentucky. So I was reading the comments this morning of yesterday's video with the the electric lunchbox. Quite a mixed bag of comments. Some people really didn't like it. For £100, I must admit, it's quite expensive. It's an expensive bit of kit. One person said I don't really see the point of it. One person said I don't really see the point of it when you've got an air fryer and gas cooker and stuff, but I still think it's a pretty good bit of equipment when you're in a bit of a pinch. You just want a quick meal, just chuck some stuff in there and forget about it for an hour. Doesn't really smell when you're cooking. I was quite impressed with it, to be fair. Obviously cooking pasta from dried pasta to an edible form, something I probably wouldn't do a lot, but in terms of slow cooking like a stew or like ready meals and stuff, I think it's pretty handy. A nice little addition to the Meat Wagon, and it doesn't use a lot of electric at all, which is very important when you're on your road trips, especially the bigger trips. I found that you need to be quite frugal, like the liquid gold. You've got to be quite frugal with your electric. Oh, we're deep in the South Lincolnshire bushland, right in the middle of all the farmer fields. Just a few minutes away from our little destination. It's looking a little windy round here. A little windy as we get closer to the coastline. You do get some old Victorian farmhouses around here. There's a few dotted about. It's pretty crazy to think a few hundred years ago this was all pretty much under the sea. The Dutch came over, reclaimed the land, and that's why it's now called South Holland. So where the Manifesto homestead is, we're pretty much at sea level or slightly below it. And then around this part of the wash there's like a 20-foot sea defence, like a big mound to protect us from the sea levels, the rising sea levels. Alright, time for a bit of off-roading on the old hardcore. Man, this place never gets any better. Gotta navigate round the big holes in the road there. Bit of 4x4 in and a VW T4 front wheel drive. Bit of 2x2 in. There you go, campers. Bushland as far as the eye can see. And if there's no wind around here, it can be super quiet. It looks a little windy out there today. Alright campers, we are on wireless wind muff technology. It may sound a little glitchy, but there is quite a bit of wind, so it's either that or nothing. Yeah, this is Shep Whites. Bit of a panoramic view around here. Just over the very distance there. Let me zoom in. Where are we? Right in the centre of the screen there. That's the Stump in Boston. And if we pan around a bit in that direction, that's Skegness. And then in that direction, just on the very horizon there, is Hunstanton. And you can kind of see Snettisham Woods. A little bulge on the horizon there. Right, so I'm going to carry on walking all the way around. There is a bloke up there with a, by the looks of it, an out of control dog. Looks like a quite a large dog. He's in that murk, so I'm going to give him a bit of space because we don't need that negativity, do we? Best dogging channel on YouTube. We need to set examples, don't we, Bruno? All right. But yeah, I hope the mic's doing its job. And if you ever fancy a sweet little camp, Shep Whites car park, good little location. So this is the newly named King Charles III England Coast Path. And also a public bridleway. There's the guy with the uncontrollable dog. Looks like a Weimaraner. He's literally took it for a 10-minute walk. And that's a lot of the problems with badly behaved dogs. They don't get enough exercise. A dog like that needs some big walks. Needs a lot of exercise. This is why we're the best daily dogging channel on YouTube, isn't it, Bruno? You get plenty of exercise. You got to get rid of all that built up energy, ain't you? Also get very frustrated and behave badly. Them swans has taken off. They were just fighting. There was 4 of them down there chilling. The other 2 started kicking off. So this is the lawyer's pumping station. Risk of drowning, pumps will start automatically. Unauthorised entry, not allowed. Parking in front of gate, not allowed. Let's see this moving. Looks like it's scooping up some debris. There's nobody around it. And meanwhile, the other side, the pumps are kicked in, look. Wow. And it all out. Wow. Getting drained out to the wash. Look at that, Bruno. You want to go down there, boy? Frothy. That's pretty cool. So we're going to carry on walking straight ahead. When the high tide's in, you can actually walk right up to the wash. See what it's doing today. I haven't been down there for a good few years, if I'm honest. I used to come down here with my old Staffy. So we just walked down a little bit further, and then there's some boxer shorts there. Just in the middle of nowhere. Yep. Clearly it's a bit of a dogging hotspot, isn't it, Bruno? Bit of a dogging hotspot. Well, that's as far as we're going today. When the tide's in, high tide, the wash comes up to here. This is pretty much the start of the marshes. A little bit boggy down here. Gonna get a bit muddy, Bruno. That's that little body of water flowing out to the sea. There's Skeggy, just the other side. And there's a stump. There's a stump right there in Boston. Go down there, pup, because yeah, when this is a high tide, you can see how deep it is. Pretty cool though. It's cool, isn't it? That's as far as we can go, Bruno. And these little pools of water, there's some seashells in there. Oh, Bruno's having a bit of dragon juice. That was needed, wasn't it? A bit of your Brecon gut egg. Very nice, boyo. Ooh, that was a bit of a mission. There's something about walking back in the wind that takes your breath. Ooh. Right, I think it's time for a cup of tea and a bacon sarnie. Oh, looks like we've got some company. Just chilling out on the pillbox after a sweet ride on his bike. Good times. So I'm just cooking up a bit of bacon. Tea's brewing. Got the tiger bread ready. Bruno's got a bit of chicken. Look at that. That's Bruno's little daily morsel of protein. Check that out. Forget the chew, Bruno. Just inhale. Anyway, even to it, he's good. He's good. Right, you get a bit of brown sauce on that bread. Oh, lovely. There you go, campers. I think that'll do us for a little afternoon snack. Good health, campers. Cheers. Just ate my bacon sandwich and Bruno's out for the count. He's having a little afternoon snooze. Well, campers, afternoon snoozy time was a great success. I've been out for, I think, the best part of an hour. Bruno's still asleep. We're going to head back to the homestead shortly. Yeah, and I was just thinking about my next road trips. I was actually, I was looking at Wales again. And not going to be my next one, but for a future trip, I want to do something like I did on the East Coast, where I went all the way around the East Coast of England. And I was thinking I may do the same with Wales. I may actually just go around the whole of the North Coast and then go all the way down the West Coast and then back along the South Coast and then to home again. I think I worked it out to be about 700 miles. And obviously on the way we'll cut through the Peak District and then we'll come back through, cut diagonally across England. Maybe like sort of Hereford and come across the Midlands. Back through the Black Country. And yeah, I think that'd be a pretty cool trip. But there's a lot in Wales that I still want to see. Obviously last time it was just, I just did a specific route, but yeah, I think that'd be a good trip. Another trip I'd like to do, that I was going to do at the start of the year, was the South Coast. Start off coming down the sort of straight down England, past London, go along the Kent, all the way through the bottom of England, Hastings, sort of Southampton, Bournemouth, all the way down to Cornwall, and back up the north side of Cornwall and Devon and stuff. Another big loop. But again, it's going to be expensive with fuel. It's a lot of miles. Also, I need to head back up to Lake District. I think that may be one that we're doing quite soon. Go back up to the Lake District, do a bit more camping around there before the craziness of the middle of summer starts, and then head up to Scotland. And also like to go up to Northumberland, do a bit of camping around that way. Again, head up to Scotland. But in Scotland, I'm not really sure where to go. I've heard the West Coast is supposed to be really nice. So maybe we could do that with the Lake District trip. Yeah, we go to Lake District, go up to Scotland, and then go up the West Coast. So let me know of places you'd like me to visit. And if anybody wants to meet up on the way, let us know. And we'll arrange something soon. But definitely going to be doing a road trip next week. So yeah, let me know in the comments section below where you'd like to see me go. But anyway, that's gonna do it for today's portion of Daily Meat. I need to get back to the homestead. I've had a chill little afternoon. I need to wake Bruno up. Yeah, we had a nice walk, nice bit of fresh air. Had a good bacon sarnie, cup of tea. Just another chill day. Well, the weather ain't too brilliant out there. But as spring develops, and I suppose in the next few weeks, the weather will pick up. Be able to get the old shorts out of hibernation. Top up the old tan. Good times, plenty of... As long as them pesky fuel prices sort themselves out. Out of curiosity, has anybody noticed any petrol stations around their way where the prices have actually gone down? Because I haven't seen it around my neck of the woods yet, or when I was on my travels last week. But anyway, that'll do it for today's portion of the Daily Meat. Hope you enjoyed this one. Just a little chill day out. Not far from the homestead, conserving the old liquid gold. But yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next portion of the Daily Meat. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you all tomorrow. Stay meaty.